People, do you ever sit there and wonder there's more to this? There's more to these acts of violence. There's more to these terror attacks. There's more to these illegal immigrants invading our country. And when I say more to it, I mean that our own governments, our own establishments are all letting this happen, play out in the open, and not want to be involved or do anything about it. Well, the Huntingdon train attack, Anthony Williams, I'm about to expose that for real. I believe this was all set up. I believe this was all staged. And I believe this was something that authorities knew was going to happen. Welcome on to True Rip Media. This is the channel that speaks, exposes, and lives the truth, and the truth will be heard. My truth is this. There's too much evidence. There's too much pieces of information now to show me that not and how Anthony Williams should have been behind bars many, many years ago. This one's going to be ugly. People, if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe. Welcome if you're new. We're on the road to 25k. And anyone who's returning, because you're already subscribed, thank you. I hope you got your notification bell on. Smash the likes, get in the comments, and let's run this show right now, because I am angry and so should you be. First clip here then. Let's remind ourselves. Anthony Williams, 2nd of November, 2025, Huntingdon. But this image here on your screen was my first alarm bell. This was the image that surfaced because the day before, this man went into a barbershop with a knife and threatened and acted weird, acted out of character, but was carrying a weapon. You cannot see this weapon in this picture. They called the police. The police did nothing. The police didn't detain him. The police didn't arrest him. The police did nothing. In fact, I'm sure the mental health card was thrown in. And I looked at this image and I did a whole video, and you can go back on my channel and find that. I said the Huntingdon train attack could have been stopped. The Huntingdon train attack could have not happened because any law-abiding enforcement would have had this man behind bars that night, because he clearly is a nut job, a mental case, and someone who shouldn't be on our streets. But what I'm about to show you, and that was enough for me to go, do you know what? Something's fishy here. Something ain't right. I'm not having this. I'm not having this. This doesn't feel right. How can a man go and do what he did at a train station like that? Make wrong arrest. Have a sort of, a smoke screen of all of this to get us distracted. And then these images emerge. I don't think the law enforcement were expecting these images to come out. And then I read this article today, and I promise you, I nearly fell off my chair. I knew there was something fishy. Well, read this, people. Read this with me. Look at that title. Huntingdon train attack suspect. Well, he's not a suspect. He did it. Faces new charges, including attempted murder of a boy aged 14. Sorry, what? Attempted murder. Previously to the Huntingdon attack. Sorry, what? And this man was roaming our streets. And you want me to sit here and believe that he's just one who went through the net? Okay, let's read on. Let's read on. Because you should be seeing what I'm seeing here. Huntingdon train attack suspect Anthony Williams, 32, has been charged with 7 further offences, including attempted murder. The man suspected, I hate that as well, because we have to be all correct. We have to be all correct here. The man suspected of carrying out the Huntingdon train attack has been charged in relation to a string of other alleged offences. Anthony Williams, 32, of Langford Road, Peterborough, will appear at Peterborough Magistrates Court this afternoon, charged with 7 further offences, British Transport Police said. The new charges relate to incidents that allegedly occurred on October 31st, the day prior to the train attack. Williams has been further charged with attempted murder of a 14-year-old boy at Henry Penn Walk, Peterborough. Attempted grievous bodily harm of a 28-year-old man at VSM Platts. Attempted murder of a 22-year-old man near Pleasure Fair Meadow Road. Affray and possession of a bladed article in connection to an incident at Ritzy Barbers, which is the image I showed you. Theft of knives from Asda supermarket in Stevenage. Common assault of a 31-year-old man on board a train travelling between Hitchin and Biggleswade. Yeah. You angry yet? Are you pissed off yet? Because He does all those crimes. And that picture you see on the screen happens. And you're telling me, out of all those incidents, it wasn't flagged, raised, concerned? You're telling me none of that was raised? This was a man that was ready to do what he did. This was a man who basically should have had a sign holding up going, I'm going to commit a mass terror attack today, and I'm going to do all these other things before to get your attention. This is a man that should have never been able to go as far as he did. And I want every police officer who was called to any of those incidents to be sacked and to be held accountable. We know that the barbershop called the police. We know because they informed us, the public, that they had flagged it up. And again, check at the end of this video, you'll be able to see the whole video that I made of it. But this stinks. This is fishy. This is awful. This is something that I am not happy with. Now have a look at this. British Transport Police Deputy Chief Constable Stuart Cundy said, these are significant set of new charges. Our investigation into the awful incident at Huntingdon has also focused on other offences previously reported to police or identified by investigation. You've even just admitted it was reported to you. We have worked closely with our colleagues in Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire Police alongside the Crown Prosecution Service to bring these charges. I would once again like to stress the importance of not saying or publishing anything which might jeopardise or prejudice ongoing criminal proceedings or the integrity of the investigations. Williams was previously charged with 10 other counts of attempted murder over the incident on the train. It comes after a train crew member seriously injured while protecting passengers during the stabbing was discharged from hospital. So, again, this story is nuts. And it goes on to say about the man who was able to save many passengers, and fair play to him for doing that. And his name is Samir Zatouni, and fair play to him. But British Transport Police, what are you doing? What are you doing about this? I am absolutely gobsmacked that these incidents have been reported as they have admitted and nothing's been done. You tell me, guys. You tell me. Am I going crazy? Or are you seeing what I'm seeing? This is nuts. This ain't right. And I can't have it. I won't have it. And I don't like what I'm reading. Is our law enforcement, our agencies, that bad that a man can go and do all of those things, be reported for, alerted to, and he's still not behind bars that night, the day before? Are we that crippled? Or are we letting it happen? Are we panning things out? Are we waiting for more action like this to unfold? It's sick. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions around this one. This one's going to be an interesting topic, I think. Here's the videos you can watch, and the one that I've been referring to in the video throughout. Get involved. Let me know your thoughts. I'm out of here. Ta-da.